Hello, welcome to Design with Rook. My name is Rook. This is powered by O2 Innovation Labs. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you have already subscribed to the channel, you're good to go. And don't forget to turn on notification, that is the bell icon, so that you always get notified of new videos. Alright, so we're going to continue from where we stopped from our last videos. Alright, so I'm going to launch in Canva, and Canva, go back home. Okay, this is a design from our previous class, so we're going to click on it. Remember, in our previous class we learned how to use the text object on a Canva template. So this class is going to be about how to bring in images to your template on Canva. Okay, there are many ways you can bring in an image to your template on Canva. I'm going to walk us through some of those ways you can bring an image to your Canva, an image like this. Okay, so first you need to touch this here, the plus icon at the bottom left of your screen, and then one of the ways to bring in an image to Canva template is through your camera. You can use your camera and take a snapshot of an image. You can use something like this. Okay, I can snap this and take it to my Canva environment, or I can use pictures from my photo gallery. All right, so here you can only see photos exclusively, and here you can see videos exclusively. So you can bring in from your camera either an image or a video, but we're going to be focused about bringing in an image. So I'm going to pick one of this image, and then I will add it to page, or add as a new page. But then I want to add it to a page because it is going to be added to where our template is actually at. All right, so I'm going to add the page. So it's going to upload it into my photo libraries. So where my work library has a combination of photos, videos, and audios, as images, videos, and audio. So anything I upload here means in subsequent usage, even if I change a device, I can still go back and use those images or videos or audios on my library. All right, so it's already here. So there we have it. Remember, I touch it from there, so it brings in another one. I can delete it from the delete icon here, and it's been deleted. So we have our image here on. All right, so here's our image now. So we can replace this image by dragging, holding, and putting it in the frame of the previous image. All right, so that's just one way to bring in an image. So we're going to leave this image there, and then see another way of bringing in an image. All right, so I can click on this plus icon, and then use this upload to place in my image, or there's photos here where I can pick from Canva numerous photos to use. All right, so since we're looking for hiring, we can type hiring, or we are hiring, or we can get images from hiring, or we are hiring. All right, so some of those images have pro icons on them, meaning they are pro icons. You need to be on a Canva Pro to be able to use them. You need the premium account to be able to use them. All right, so we're going to look for, let's go ahead with this since it's a free image. All right, so this image, one click, hold, and drag, can replace our previous image. So we can scale it. All right, this can replace our previous image. Okay, so those are basically the ways you can bring in an image to an existing Canva project you're working on. All right, so let's just do a few more steps backward so we can get one of the image and learn how to use the tools here to format that image. All right, so we're going to use undo here. We're going to delete this. So I think, can we use this? No. Let's just undo a couple more steps. Oh, I think we can delete this from here, then we can work with this. All right, so working with this, you can replace this image directly by just clicking on replace and pick another image and upload, or you can use the images you have already uploaded onto your library, or you can pick an image from Canva, or you can use a video to replace it. But then we don't want any one of those, so we're just going. So that is basically the function of replace there. All right, so basically that is how to work with images and import images into Canva. All right, so next we're going to look at how to format these images. All right, so if you click on an image like this, you have the replace icon where you can be able to replace the image with another image. And then these two colors that you see here, one is for this and the other one is for this. Okay, so it enables you to format the background color and the outline color of these two images here. All right, so next we're going to look at the effect. So the effect basically is just like the filters you use on your mobile phone editing photos. All right, so you have the auto enhance. So it's going to run an auto enhancement on the photo to enhance the quality of the photo. Okay, so you can either reduce the intensity of the enhancement or increase the intensity of the enhancement using that bar here. So you can either reduce it or increase it, and you can click show original to compare it with the original one. If you remove show original, it's going to show you the enhanced photo. Okay, so you can see there's a tiny difference. The images are, the color are a little bit changing as I toggle into in between these two. Okay, so you just done it. And then autofocus, if you want to focus, if you want to give a focus to a specific part of your photo, you can use autofocus to give a specific part of your photo the focus that it deserves to be more clearer, and then blow out the other part of the photo. Okay, you can use this for maybe a photo of an object that you want it to outshine other objects in the the image. Okay, so something like I want the system to be more visible here. I just touch on that specific spot where I want it to be visible. So I can either reduce the blowness intensity or increase the blowness intensity so that only that part will be visible. Now blow positions. So which part of the blow, where will I want to place the blowness? All right, but you can quickly use your hand to touch that part you want it. All right, so I'm going to reset it. All right, so I'm going to reset that, undo one more step. So our photo is back to normal. Okay, face touch. In case you have an image of a person and you want to give it a touch on the image. Okay, we couldn't detect any face in the image. Please try again. All right, so it's because this basic image doesn't have a human face, so you won't be able to see some of the functions of this. But let's try bringing in an image so we can try the function of so let's bring a picture that has from our library. I think we've uploaded one before, right? So we're going to use this. So let me zoom in so we see how we can use effect, and we just go to face retouch. Okay, here we go. Face retouch applied. So it automatically dictates the face and then apply a retouch on the face. But you too can also give it a small touch based on how you want the taste to look like. Okay, so the person's teeth in this image are not showing, so we can use this. But then smooth skin, we can apply smooth skin into the picture, so you can, or the picture quality is a little bit poor, so you won't get the best quality. So red eye basically remove major red color in an image. All right, so that will be that and that, and then you can reduce the intensity of the face retouch. All right, so that's basically what face retouch does. So we're going to undo to get away with that. Or should we just delete straight up? All right, since we don't have much. Okay, so back to this image, and then we can continue with filters. Okay, filter basically is just like the same filter I've explained. Filter any other phone you are editing with. Okay, so you can either do it outside before bringing it to Canva, or you can do it inside Canva. All right, so there are so many filters you can choose, and you can reduce the intensity so it doesn't spoil the image. So you can pick on any of the filter and use. All right, so there's adjustment. So adjustment basically where you adjust brightness, contrast, saturation, tint, and blur of the image. Okay, so on this I think we can go with this. Do we need to touch the contrast? No. The rest, exposure, and the warmthness of the photo, so it gives it that life. All right, so this is basically the adjustment. Unless you want to give it a deep adjustment, I think this should be a little bit okay. Up next, we'll be looking at crop. So to crop an image, let's bring the image to the middle. So to crop an image, you can reduce the size or increase the size of your cropping first. So by touching any of these four dots means you want to make the size of your cropping bigger or smaller. All right, so let's say we want to crop this image on this size. All right, then we can leave it like this first. After adjusting the dots, then we click on crop. Now clicking on crop means we're going to adjust the image based on that size. All right, so we're going to pick a different section of the image and then click done. So we have cropped this image to this size, and we can reduce the size after that and place back our image how we want it to be. So that is that about crop. Then the upness is flip. Okay, so there are basically two ways you can flip. When you touch flip, you can flip either vertical or horizontal. So we have flipped this image horizontal, and then we have flip it vertical this way. So we're going to flip them back to the original, okay, because of the text content inside. Up next is animate, so we don't want to animate now. We'll go into animation later. So transparency, okay, you want to use an image just like this at the background and make it a little bit fainted, right? So you need to use the transparency tool to make the image appear more visible or less visible. All right, so positioning, just like I explained the positioning, you either bring it forward, backward. So this yellow element here is actually blocking part of our image, so we can either take it back or leave it there, but it's still part of the design. Right from the beginning of the template, it is put in there to beautify the link that is being put there. All right, so but then using position, we can bring it forward, backward, hide it behind that, but we are not going to do that because it's going to affect the link that is there. All right, so we explained the same about notch, right? And then I explained the concept of commenting, right? So you can add a comment when you're working in a group of people, and then you can mention somebody using the @ sign. All right, so I can just put @ and then add in your name. Okay, let's just add my name since my name is showing up there. Or attach my name, I was going to add it. So assign to. Okay, so it's going to when I comment this, so if I'm working with a team, it means this editing of this photo, placing it into the right position, is basically going to be my work because it has been assigned to me in that teamwork. Okay, so you can assign different part of the design to a specific person to look up for a better representation of that design. Okay, you want the text with a specific font and you couldn't get it, or you cannot wrap yourself, or you cannot actually put in the perfect one, but you know that that one you put there is not the best, you can assign someone to do that, and then they go ahead to do the task. All right, so you can comment that specific font, and then the person will do that. That is working as a team. All right, Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe to the channel.